Welcome to Subramani. Uh, it is very easy for a financial planner or even a life planner to say, make your goals and work towards it and achieve the goals, because that gives you pleasure. Maybe financially it is true, but you hardly know your goals, right? So at in your 20s you had some goal, in your 40s you had some goal, in your 60s you'll have some goal, in your 80s you'll have some goal. The problem is the goals have to be worked upon right from the age of maybe 22, 23, financially speaking, when you start earning. Now take up a physical goal. Suppose I have a goal that at 90, when I'm traveling by air, I should be able to pick my bag and put it on top, which is let us say the weight remains constant, it is about 7 kilos. So if I should be able to pick a 7 kilo bag and put it in an overhead bin, right, when we are traveling by air, or it's a little higher in case we are traveling by Vande Bharat, whereas in a plane it's not so high, but whatever, if that is my aim, that at 90 I should be able to pick 7 kilos, then at 60 I may have to be picking up 15 kilos. So I should be able to pick up 15 kilos, an unwieldy bag. It's not picking a 15 kg dumbbell and putting it, that's easier, but picking up a unwieldy bag and putting it on top without the contents falling out or it falling on your head and embarrassing everybody, so that everybody will come and say, uncle, don't do it, I'll do it for you. But that's your goal. If that's your goal today at 60, what you have to do is go to the gym and pick up weights and say, okay, I should be able to do this. Now, for all of us, there are some such goals which we may have. Let's face it, we say we should control our ego and doesn't really matter. We want to be anonymous, but you still want to get recognized. Maybe you want somebody to say, oh, he's contributed a lot to the industry. He's helped me, he's mentored me, he taught me. I want to be stopped somewhere on the road and said, oh, you're Subra, I've seen your videos, it's been useful in life. Let's accept it. I keep telling this to people. When you get fame and somebody comes and says this, enjoy it for 30 seconds, then come back to earth and say, look, I'm back to normal, I don't need that kind of praise, but you will enjoy it. It's very easy to say it does not make any difference. It makes a difference. I have met film stars who have enjoyed their success, and film stars who are very arrogant, who don't talk to people, but they are the people who made you. So whether you're a cricketer, whether you're a film star, you have to have some patience. So I'm not even saying that you have to go out of your way to indulge them, because some of them could be just crazy people who would come and attack you. So you want to be safe, and you also don't want to be very unfriendly, right? So you want to be friendly. You don't. So what does one require at what age? Maybe when you're 20 years of age, you think, oh, okay, at 40 I should have $1 million, $2 million, whatever. I should have, if you're a cricketer, you want to have played for IPL, you wanted to play for India, or you wanted to play for the country of your choice, the club of your choice, you want to play with the people of your choice, right? So those are the things you want. If you're an executive, maybe you say, okay, I want so much money, I want so much ESOP, I want my children to be on the right path, because you're just 40. At 60, you want to be admired, you want to be recognized, you want to be a known face, right? Do you want fame? Do you want anonymity? Those are things which you have to take a call. Fame for a film star is very different. Fame for a cricketer is very different. Fame for a person working in the industry is very different. It's not maddening kind of fame for a person working in the industry. Somebody will come and say, I want a selfie, I watch your videos, it's very nice, I've read your book from page to page, it is very nice. So it does help your ego, even though you read every day that you should not have an ego thing. It is an ego thing. So climb down. You're here, somebody takes you here, come down immediately. Don't wait here. Then the fall is more hurtful. So maybe you want to be admired, you want to be respected, you want to be recognized, you want to be invited for industry events, you've been asked to speak, right? All those things. You find out what fits you, what you want, see what is missing, and start working on that. For example, for me, another way of getting recognized is to do mentoring and coaching, which I don't do now. I do training, but I don't do coaching, I don't do mentoring, though people keep asking me. I don't manage other people's money anymore. I am not adding any clients. Maybe I will do it at some stage. Maybe I'll give away all my business to somebody else and then participate in that business, right? Maybe I will do it, but right now increasing my income is definitely not on my agenda, because my dividends can take care of my life. So my dividend is not a problem. So for me it could be very different from a 22-year-old, right? So you want all those things, you write down and start working on it. Exactly like I said, if I have to pick up 15 kilos, if I want to pick up 7 kilos at my age of 90, at 60 I should be able to pick up at least 15 kilo barbell, dumbbell, and be able to with one hand put it on top, right? So once I start doing that, I know with age my weight picking weight capacity will go down, my strength will go down, so I will be able to pick up 7 kilos at the age of 90. That's how you work on your goal. Maybe I drop dead tonight and tomorrow you will not see my video. That's also true, right? But you work towards a goal, you work towards something like that. You see what is missing and start working on that, right? That is exactly like if I decide that I need more medical insurance, I don't have to do anything. I have to just call up my agent and say, look, I want to have more medical insurance, just buy it. I have to just pay for it. That's much easier. But if I want to reduce my weight, if I want to increase my strength, if I want to keep my poise as it is for another 5 years, 7 years, whatever, not droop, I need to go to a gym and work out. I need to, right? So everybody it changes. If I want to do more training, I have to call up more people and say, look, I want to do more training. I want to do more training in South India, then I have to look at a company which just wants to do more training in South India. So you have to work towards your goals. So finding out what are your goals is very important. It's not just financial goals, right? So maybe I've finished all my financial goals. No, I don't have any financial goals. Does it mean I don't have any need to manage my finance? No, I have my, I know that these are my goals. I know this is how it is going to be achieved. Those things are in place. I don't need to work on it. So what else do I want? Maybe I want more speaking assignments to lower end of the strata where I may not charge anything, or I want to speak to doctors, etc., where I will charge, and maybe that money goes to charity. That's what I did last couple of assignments. If you are a financial institution, or rather if you are a college, or if you are an association, then I don't want money for myself, but that money has to go to some charity, not because I need the money, but because I think you have the money and you are going to use it commercially, right? If you are a doctor earning well, you can afford to pay for my lecture, and it doesn't come to me, it goes to a charity. If you are a college charging 50 lakhs fees or 30 lakhs fees, your children who are doing their studies there are going to be placed in organizations where they're going to be earning 20-30 lakhs. Can they afford to pay 500 rupees for a lecture? I'm sure. So 50 students, so 25,000, fantastic, give it off to some charity. That is not my goal. It's not my goal to earn money, but it is my goal to spread financial literacy, and I enjoy doing it. When somebody like SEBI or NISM call me, I don't even ask how much they pay, and they pay a much smaller fraction of what I charge to the private sector guy. But that's still fine. I'm speaking to some IRS officers, I'm speaking to kids picked up from who are done their who are MFDs from Jammu and Kashmir, or from maybe some other state, right? So everybody's goals keep changing. Goals are not always just financial. It could be spiritual, it could be physical, right? All those goals, you make your goal list, see what is missing and work towards it, because for each person the goals are different. And for yourself, the goal which you think you will be happy with at 40, I mean, you are now say 25 years of age, and you think at 40 this is what you will want, but that is dynamic too, right? At that time things change. It can change dramatically. Like a friend who lost his mother to cancer suddenly said, oh, I'm going to work much more on cancer prevention and things like that, because he lost his mother at a younger age. So he was working towards it. So for him, that was his priority. Also, I see priorities changing when people lose their spouse, or somebody loses a kid, right? You've been working all your life for that kid, and something happens to that kid, and suddenly your focus changes. So understand that goals are dynamic. Goals will keep changing, but if you don't write your goals, you will not know what are your goals. I like this concept by Morgan Housel, calling it the reverse obituary. After you're dead, what do you want people to say about you? You want people to say nice things about you, right? You don't want people to say, oh, he cheated me, or he did stuff like that. And that's the other extreme. But I want somebody to say, oh, he was very helpful, he helped me start my career, he helped me while switching jobs, he helped me while doing this, etc. So you want to hear that he was nice, he was helpful, etc., etc., etc. So it depends on what you want to hear. See what is missing, and assume that you're going to drop dead day after tomorrow. Start working on those things which you will feel happy when you're dying, saying, okay, I did all this. I spent time with my first cousin, I spent time with my friends, I attended all marriages and other events of my friends and relatives and cousins and all that, and I enjoyed doing that. I went for vacations with them. Whatever you are going to enjoy doing, write down all that and start working towards it. Don't wait for tomorrow, right? And don't think that life will just be fine. Life will of course be fine, there is no problem about it, right? So maybe counseling your taxi driver with whom you went on a half an hour drive, or your taxi driver with whom you went on a 4-hour drive, or that guy who helped you take a vacation, or that hotel boy who brought the bag up, right? So I was once chatting with a guy and he said he has to pay some fees, and I paid him, and he was quite surprised that, and I said, look, to me this money doesn't matter if you're really going to pay fees. Next day he came and showed me the receipt. What can be greater pleasure? Was it anonymous? Yes. But am I particular that all my effort should be anonymous? No. If I pay fees for my maid servant's daughter and she does well academically, that's a pleasure. Was it anonymous? No. The kid also knows, the mother also knows that I paid the fees, but that does not stop me from feeling good about the fact that it was not anonymous, it was paid for, and the kid benefited, right? So whether it is doing charity or whatever, right? So you don't really get respect by throwing money, right? So what you want is a good photograph. What you do is go and buy an expensive camera. They are not connected at all. Buying a 6 lakh rupee camera or a 5 lakh rupee camera does not mean you will get good photographs. You could buy a maybe 70,000 rupee camera and join a course which is 10,000 rupees for 2 days and learn photography. So understand what you really want. You don't want a expensive camera, you want good photographs. So are you here to buy a car to impress people, or are you buying a car for your own safety? So if you are a young cricketer, I would suggest that you buy a nice car because you can afford it, maybe 30-40 lakhs. You don't have to buy a 2 crore car. Hire a very good quality driver, sit in the back seat wearing your seat belt, right? Reducing risk is very important for you. For everybody it is important, but I mean, look at Rishabh Pant. He drove fast. I have no clue whether he was drunk, whether he was wearing his seat belt, but he ruined 2-3 years of his career, right? And in sports and in entertainment, out of sight is out of mind. So suddenly, if you don't get selected, if you don't get an IPL contract for 2-3 years, the people forget you, right? So remember all these things while seeing what you want, what you should do, how you should protect yourself. All these things are interlinked. So be careful. Thank you.